Well, I sort of grew up in the vineyard. I like it. It's a pastime. When you pick that gravy seed, say, look what I done. Make you a hero, sort of thing. I've been doing this since I was 12 years old.
He's beautiful. and he was nice.
These guys have become more than my growers, they're my mates, which is lovely.
We're very lucky to have her. You know, we really are.
They were wonderful years, wonderful years. A lot more people were involved in vineyard in those days. Very manual.
And if you had a weed in your vineyard, that was a mortal sin.
The thing that's really has changed dramatically is the height of the trellis, because all the trellis in the early days was less than a metre high. So when you were picking, you were on your hands and knees a lot of the time.
Wasn't it, Martin? Wasn't pruning the future?
Oh, that's right. In this valley here, we need another half a dozen Leos. God help us. You know.
I agree with that, Martin.
Yeah.
Making wine off old vines is the most exciting. You know, you're wet, it's 11 p.m, but the thing tastes and smells so good. And you need old vines for that. You really do, to get that sort of intensity. You could ring Tim Napstein and ask him, how do you do this? And he would come on his way home from work to see if it had worked. You know, they were amazing support amongst the industry. In 2007, we just didn't release any wine at all. For us, it was like long service leave, no bottling. Oh.
When they look at Stanley Flat now, Roger and Meg, we're the last of the traditional growers that were here. And I'll tell you another thing, there's no romance in growing grapes. It's all bloody hard work.
Yeah, I used to follow Dad everywhere and just wanted to do what he did. He'd sold grapes to Stanley Leasingham. They had a grower's fridge there, and I'd drive the truck in with Dad. I'd drink as much wine as what he would, and he'd say, you can drive the truck home. You'd never be allowed to do that now. It was so funny.
Vineyards are different to what it used to be. Like, we used to work the bloody death out of the land. Like, we'd plough it, we'd bloody cultivate it, harrow it, bloody God.
Yeah.
Now we don't touch it.
But machine harvesting and machine pruning changed the way we all worked our vineyards, and I actually went to see a machine harvester operating in the vineyard at Carlsville. They were picking Riesling this night, and I walked away from there thinking, this is never going to work.
We thought about pulling ours out and going more into bees, and we just put irrigation on a lot of our blocks, and so we just thought, we'll stick in there, and then all of a sudden it came good in the 90s, and they were just giving you money.
I was working with Dad. We ploughed the ground. I always loved the smell of that freshly turned earth when it was slightly damp. It just sort of, I don't know, fired you up. It just sort of got you going. Oh yeah,
because a lot of the guys used to prune weekends, or they said they did. They certainly pruned Saturday, but Sunday afternoon.
It was a tradition on these 20-acre blocks to have a little shed in the corner where you'd park your tractor. But that shed also doubled. It was back in the era when Clare Valley and Stanley were making flag and port. Sunday, after lunch, there'd be a general agreement that we're going to so-and-so shed. They'd back the tractor out, all sit on their buckets and get stuck into the port. Go home very happy on Sunday night.
Or Sunday communion.
Yeah, Sunday communion.